It says, "Let us remember here those we lost out there, and hope one day we find a safe place that cannot burn." Captain,
My father.
was it really crazy?
Many people. Every
Yes.
day. 1,000 every day. 4,000, 5,000, 3,000. Every day for 1 month. Every day, all day.
Yes.
Morning, night, afternoon.
I don't know. It's a disaster. I find it disgusting that a place like this was put somewhere like Moria, like somewhere where there's a village of only 1,100 residents. 22,000
Yeah, it's that city.
in here.
Its problem is people from Lesbos
Yes.
help that people.
Tourism in
Finish.
Lesvos,
Finished.
Right now, we're crossing the Aegean Sea from Turkey over to Lesbos in Greece. For us, this is just a ferry ride, legal and safe. But over the last decade, for thousands of migrants, this has been a dangerous and desperate crossing point. Now, the island of Lesbos is home to 84 to 86,000 people. But in the year 2015, just over 500,000 migrants crossed the Aegean into Lesbos. And we're going over to explore what's left, how it has affected the people on the island, and how the island is recovering. Quick 90 minutes later and we've arrived to the island of Lesvos, Greece. And so the journey begins. Welcome to Mytilene, the largest port city on the island of Lesvos, Greece. Home to about 29,000 residents. And this was the first time hundreds of thousands of refugees would have touched European soil. And this is the starting point of our trip around this island. And just off here behind me, you can see the large Coast Guard boats that still actively patrol these waters. From around 2020 up until now, the refugee crisis situation has slowed down quite significantly. But over the course of about 5 years, it was a very, very serious issue on both ends. There was a humanitarian crisis for the refugees that were housed in the camp Moria, and now the temporary camp called Karatepe, or Mavrovouni in Greek. There was a humanitarian crisis there, lack of food, water, supplies. Apparently the situation was very dire, which I think is what led up to the unfortunate fire that happened. And then on the other side, a crisis for the locals on the island of Lesvos. And those two reasons are the reason that we came here. To just have a look around and learn a little bit more about that situation.
Hello from Greece.
Yes, hello, Mytilene.
Mytilene Island.
We stopped off to grab ourselves a hero. And this is the place here. And believe it or not, the gentleman that's working here is actually a Coast Guard. So he's seen a lot of things in his time. So this is all of his hats from the different boats, the different ships that he would have been on. Every one of them a different code, different parts of the Aegean, different parts of the Hellenic coast. It's fascinating. Hello.
Oh, my friend.
And yeah, he's an absolute gent. We're going to have ourselves a heroes before we go off and explore, because the heat is a bit much. There you go.
Order a small one as well, or?
Yeah.
Small.
This is supposedly a regular sized hero. but it is quite literally the size of my head. It's a monstrosity, absolute thing of beauty, and to be honest, it's almost like it's a complete masterpiece. Technologia.
Technology.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. So this is basically packed full of pork meat. You've got chips or fries, whatever you want to call them, freedom fries. You have onions packed in there, like red onions, tomato, paprika.
Old captain.
Whoa!
Wow.
Captain,
My father.
amazing.
She's coming 5 o'clock in the night
Yes.
after from Greece. Creta.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow, incredible.
What boat is he? Is he?
Creta.
Oh.
Ah, Creta. Wow, amazing.
Fantastic.
Were you captain of the boats before? Like, what year?
All Greece.
All Greece.
All.
Wow, amazing.
And now you are retired?
Retired now. Finished.
53.
53.
How long?
How long? How many years?
20 years.
20 years.
And he finished 50.
Uh-huh.
50 years.
Wow. So you finished 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. You work here during 2015
Yes.
with the refugees. Was it really crazy?
Many people. Every
Yes,
day.
thousands.
1,000 every day.
Uh-huh.
4,000, 5,000, 3,000 every day for 1 month. Every
Wow. It's we make a documentary to talk about. We went to Moria to show the buildings. It's crazy history. Yes.
This is fire.
Fire. Yes. Really crazy. A lot of the locals there, they said it was so dangerous because it was burning every day.
Fire.
Every day, all day.
Yes.
Morning, night, afternoon.
Crazy. And
It's
here,
coming inside here.
in here,
Small boat.
yes,
Small boat, 20 people inside.
20
It's
people.
coming here.
comes here.
Here, yeah. And you see, every morning, it's GNC.
Uh-huh.
She's coming, 50 boats, small boats. All the jacket, life jacket. Wow. Yellow jacket.
And coming from Turkey.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I finish. She's going from Creta.
Now
Gavdos.
Crete, yes.
Yes, Libya, Gavdos.
Yes, Libya, yes. And here in Mytilene, in the street, you have, tent, a lot of tents.
Yes.
Yes. Was dangerous for people here. But now it's better.
This is Greece.
Yes. Thank you so
Have a
much.
nice day, man.
Thank you so much. Wow. Believe it or not, so because this guy was working as a Coast Guard, he knows firsthand. So he's retired 3 years ago. So 3 years ago was only 2022. I forgot what year it was. It was only 2022. So yeah, he was working throughout the entire situation. And as he just said, basically rubber boats filled with 20 or so people at a time would just quite literally float up to the shores here in Mytilene. And it was basically the entry point and the first time that a lot of refugees would have touched European soil. But hey, we've got ourselves a gyros, proper Greek food. This, by the way, is very affordable. This one here, the regular sized one, is only €4, right? Yeah, so
€4.
Absolute bargain. And we have some water and some lemon Fanta as well. It's a scorcher of a day. Really is just a thing of perfection, honestly. The sauce, the fresh tomatoes, all of the ingredients. It's just fresh, proper, incredible. And the fact that we're being served this food, this incredible Greek food, by a Greek Coast Guard. Crazy. What a view.
We're basically sitting directly at the port, as you can see over here, if I may point with my hero. We're sitting directly in the port, basically at the port, with a beautiful view, being served by the Coast Guard. I don't know, this is just such a special situation, and I think it's an honor to be allowed to enjoy this food here, and it's really very tasty. 25 years. Oh. And you are from Lesvos? You were yes.
You are
from Mytilene.
Mytilene.
And my boys, two boys, twins.
2 boys. Oh.
3 and 4.
3 and 4
years old.
Young.
Yeah.
Very young.
Programmers for
computers, software.
Programs.
Oh.
Yes.
And the next boy is delivery. You know,
Delivery.
yeah.
Yes.
I love delivery.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good job. Today we went to Moria, to the camp.
Camping is Moria is finished.
Yes.
It's finished now, yes.
But
Big
with
fire.
the old camp.
It's fire.
Yes.
It's not people. It's
Yeah.
fire. It's Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Yeah, Pakistan people.
Yes, they
It's
make.
fire.
What do you-
It's not
Yeah.
people for Lesbos.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think that they started because they want to live.
Yeah.
Now it's Karatepe,
Karatepe.
Mavrovuni. Yeah.
But is better there? Is okay the situation
Yeah,
with?
Situation
now
is
it's
okay.
okay.
Before, no.
It's 22 people. It's here, the island. In that years, like a
2015.
2050, is the people here.
22,000
Yeah, it's that city.
in here.
It's problem, big problem.
Yes.
Is that the park is sleep.
The park. They're
Only-
sleeping in the park.
Next park is sleep.
Sleeping. Yes.
It's problem.
Tents.
It's-
Garbage.
it's that, wow. Everything. People.
And the population, people, Lesvos people, is only maybe
It's
similar amount.
I don't know the Chilean. It's people from Lesbos.
Yes.
Help that people.
Yes.
Very help.
Yes.
It not Mikio is
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
speak of the island for Lesbos is help that
Helping
people.
them. Yes. And
Everything, food, dress, everything.
people give.
Yeah.
Yes. That's amazing. And
It's not Mikio. It's not speak, or people is help.
Yes. And the tourism in
Finished.
Lesvos
Finished.
Stop.
That finished.
In 2015 it finished.
Now 23
2023
is
starting again.
started again.
So first you have economic crisis,
Yeah.
refugee crisis,
And
COVID.
COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of things, no?
COVID is
Horrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 years that island. It's not open for COVID. It's problem that people.
Mm-hmm.
It's closed. It and COVID is very difficult, and now
Yeah.
it's money close the COVID. I have the bank.
Yes.
It's give.
Yeah.
It's now is problem for COVID.
Yes. They are giving money to the people, and then they
Now you have to give back.
you have to give it back now.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Similar
it's
situation.
me and everything shop is closed.
Yeah.
Only supermarket.
Your shop was closed for 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's very, very problem.
Wow.
crazy.
Was it?
Only supermarket is open.
Only supermarket. Wow.
And the church also closed.
Close.
Church closed.
Oh, close. And only food. Peripheral, cigarette.
Cigarette, food, yes.
Only that is open. And pharmacy, it's that.
Ah, pharmacy.
Pharmacy, yes.
It's open.
Crazy.
Yes.
It's very bad.
It's very, very good. But it's olive oil for Lesbos.
Your shop is beautiful.
Yeah.
Very beautiful shop. This is
I love this.
Saint Michael, the Archangel.
Oh, sandalwood.
Absolutely beautiful. Lots of Orthodox icons in here.
€2.
It's very good.
Very good, yes.
And that alloy.
Oh.
Good for skin.
shaving.
Oh, good for shave.
Yeah.
Oh, I need it.
Was it?
And that.
And this, and my head as well.
Was it safe here with when the people came, the refugees?
In 2015,
2015. Was it
danger.
Dangerous or was it
Yeah.
okay? It was dangerous.
Dangerous. Very.
The hospital. And nice.
Oh, stab.
Yeah.
With the knife
Stabbing.
For that people.
They fight with each other.
with each other, or with
Yeah.
the Greek people.
That. No Greek people.
No Greek, not just.
It's,
Ah,
with each
Pakistan,
other.
Iraq.
Pakistan, India.
Oh, Pakistan, Iraq. Oh,
Yes.
they don't like.
They don't like each other.
They don't like each other.
No.
Oh,
Ah,
wow.
Now it's good.
now it's
Now-
safe. Yes.
It's that people.
1,800, 2,000.
Roughly around 2,000
It's
people
good.
now
Karatepe.
on the island in Karatepe.
And no problem. It's not problem.
No crime.
No, it's
Yes.
good. Egyptos.
They're from Egypt.
Ah,
They
Egypt.
come from Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah, Egypt. Turkey.
Ah, yes.
From
Ayvalık, then they take the
It's
boat.
here. It's finished.
Yeah.
It's finished here.
Now
And
it's
not here. It's going.
Europe.
Germany,
Germany,
France. Yes. They want to go to West Europe.
And
Yes.
and no Italy. And no France.
No. Lampedusa. The island Lampedusa. is where they
Lampedusa,
go.
Oh.
Italy.
Similar.
Sicilia.
Sicilia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also come here. Wow.
We will look here. Hello, how are you?
Good, yeah.
Good.
You got there, yeah?
Sorry, I wanted to buy pictures.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at these. You can put these in your wallet.
I think I want them Maria. Okay.
Perfect.
Yes.
As well. This is beautiful.
Yeah. In only like €6.
Oh wait, maybe I have exact if you want.
€1.
Maybe.
Klostermann. Hela.
There's two.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Όλα φίλε μου, μέχρι τις 2 τι θες.
Oh, €1.
Oh, finished. Beautiful. That's.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Ευχαριστώ.
It's a bag and
No.
No, it's okay.
I take like this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
And you.
See you again.
See you again.
God bless you.
God bless you. Yes?
Canelos.
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 It's small name.
Yes.
Yeah. It's Canelos.
Nice.
Wow.
Naomi.
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 Campbell.
No.
Yes, Naomi Campbell, yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh, she's beautiful. She's so beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
I am Luca.
Luca.
Luca. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Bye bye. See you. And what an absolute gentleman. If you are in Lesvos and you want to support this gentleman, this is the name of his shop. Now, unfortunately, I've no idea how to read this. But if you're Greek and you happen to be in Lesvos, very random island I know to visit, but that guy is an absolute hero.
Yoga sports with refugees.
It's a very unique t-shirt. I wonder how much they're selling that for.
Yes, we found a thrift store. My God, very difficult product. Very difficult word. And they have a t-shirt that says "Sport with Refugees." Asterix and Obelix. Went full German on you there. They have nice things, not bad.
What are we thinking, guys? Hats from all over the world here. Monterey, California, USA. You've got an Australian Navy hat. You've got a hat from Aruba. You've got New York. You've got Nebraska. Look at this stuff. This is a little treasure trove of hats.
Found a beautiful Greece tea towel. 100% cotton, €1.50. Yes.
Well, plastic.
Oh no, it's okay, don't worry. No.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marrysa. When in Greece, you have to do some souvenir shopping too.
Welcome to the sleepy village of Moria. Moria didn't get its name, or didn't get known internationally for the olive trees or the beautiful local Greek tavernas. Moria became internationally known for being the location of Europe's largest refugee camp. And from 2015 up to 2020, that was the case here. We're currently making our way now, hopefully, towards the camp itself. It is basically a long road that leads away from the village of Moria itself. Now, the population of Moria around 2015 and still up until now today is only around 1,200. So between 1,100 to 1,200 residents. And between 2015 to 2020, there was around 13 to 16,000 refugees placed here. And in 2020, the camp of Moria burnt in a massive fire, burnt down to the ground, basically displacing all of these refugees, which led them to build camps all throughout the center of this village and in Mytilene, which is where the port is, causing absolute chaos. Now, as you can see, there is really not much going on out here whatsoever. You've got dogs, there's a donkey over here, and that's about it. And today there is a new camp called Karatepe or Mavro Vuni, and that is absolutely off limits to us to go there. It's completely inaccessible for people to go there. But for now, we want to show you guys the leftovers, the remnants of the Moria camp.
As you can see, somebody tried to paint over it. It says, "This is not Europe." Here's a little bit of a digger as well. Inside of this little house. On the wall it says, "Do you remember us wherever you are? Resist as they raped your home. Do not go easy into that good night. If you are here, you are one of us." And then below it says, "The saviors. You cannot repair the hell. Let people be free one day." Now, there's also a little chapel here on the left that looks entirely intact and nicely renovated, whereas the rest is just lying there in rubble. And you can tell everywhere here was fencing, high fences.
This was Moria, the largest refugee camp in Europe. It was built for 3,000 and at one point held more than 20,000 people. I can't imagine what it was actually like. Now today, it just, as you can see, it lays completely in ruin, and it is quite a substantial area. It's actually massive. What it was actually like now today, just as you can see.
Now the amount of things and all of this rubble that's been left behind, like parts of showers, parts of the walls, of course, as you can see everywhere, lots of glass, lots of garbage, sort of these grey blankets that are usually used for rescuing situations. Sorry you guys, I'm trying not to contract tetanus or something like that today. There's literally nails and rusted metal everywhere in this area. And as you can imagine, usually, of course, the island of Lesvos is one of the most stunning places that you can see if you like Mediterranean type of, environment, nature, and so on. And this being put here and also still lying like this is absolutely crazy, because it does not fit into the nature here whatsoever. As far as you can see, you see olive tree farms everywhere, and then just down there is the ocean, and just in the middle of this is this, I don't know, place of just complete disrepair, just rubble everywhere. It's really sad to see the island of Lesvos looking like this. Luke is very brave today. I keep walking around thinking like, oh, I'm gonna fall, or I'm gonna hurt myself, or something bad is gonna happen. Maybe the reef is gonna collapse, because I think there might be... Oh, what are we standing on? You can sort of see the walls. So all of these were little rooms, I guess. Whew. Nature is really starting to take this place back. But wow, the amount of stuff that is just here. It's crazy. And everywhere, on every single wall, you can see the leftovers of fencing. So here, down there, in some places the fencing is still kind of like maybe 5 centimeters high. I nearly fell into a hole. I did not think that there would be holes. Somebody's driving past in their pickup truck. Oh, they're not stopping. Okay. I don't know. Nobody stopped us from walking in, so we're kind of like, why is there? I don't know. Nobody's looking after this place right now, so it's a little bit strange. It's obviously common here. We were expecting to be stopped by somebody. Oh, up here it looks like maybe a shower of sorts. Looks like a bathroom, potentially. Sorry, I'm trying to be a little bit quiet, because obviously it's like a spooky feeling to be here. They have writings on the wall that look like maybe some Arabic writing. Oh, this is so scary. Okay. This looks like toilets and showers. Maybe. Yes, it's toilets. It smells intensely of fecal matter. course. All of the toilets are just plugged with clothing and plastic bottles and stuff like that. Oh, this is one scary place, I'm telling you. It's more toilets. Wow, okay, yeah, let's get out of here. This is one scary place. No, thank you. No, thank you. Whew.
Moria, while it was still standing, was quite literally known as hell on earth. The living conditions were supposedly horrific. Humanitarian crisis, basically showing the failure of Europe's immigration policies. And now, in 2025, we're seeing the failures of Europe's immigration policies all over Western Europe, in countries like Germany, in my home country of Ireland, in the UK, England, Wales, Scotland. You're seeing it in France, you're seeing it in Spain. The list goes on. But this was one of the tragic front lines of the migrant crisis. And keep in mind, from 2015 up until 2020, this housed around 20,000 migrants. That's a very small fraction of the actual amount of migrants that pass through here. As I said in the beginning of the video, just under 1 million, around 850, 860,000 migrants made their way across the Aegean to Lesvos. Around 60% of that made it into Lesvos, so the actual number that made it in here was around 500,000. And when you take into account the population of a village like Moria, where we are now, 500,000 people, and the population of this village is only around 1,100 residents. So that tells you all you need to know in terms of the damage and disrepair and how much it would have affected local life here on the island. Walking around here now is really just sort of like a pinch yourself sort of a moment. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel real at all to be walking through here. And we really didn't expect to be able to just casually stroll into a place like this. And this here would have been an area where I'm assuming a lot of people would have been walking around. In here you have the rooms. You can see perfectly squared off rooms. It's crazy. It's crazy to see it firsthand. Pretty shocking. We've got different country flags here. I have no idea which flags these are. Barbed wire everywhere. And again, you can see how the fencing would have been done. Horrific.
In lots of places around here, by the way, there's all of this barbed wire left as well, where if there's any stray animals, which of course you have a lot around the island of Lesvos, there's lots of cats and dogs that are just strays. If they came here, they would really severely injure themselves. So maybe the barbed wire would be good to be removed maybe at some stage. Okay. Samaritan's Purse. UNHCR. So these used to be the sinks. And then you have some writing on the wall in Arabic. Sorry you guys, I'm just trying to find my Google Translate. Wait, Arabic you read from right to left, right? Not from left to right. Let's try and translate what it says. please maintain cleanliness, it says. And then, dear brothers and sisters, in this case you should drink water with sugar. Maybe if people are dehydrated or something like that. And I think, yes, here are the showers. So over there in the other facility there was just the toilets. Here you have the showers, and every single shower is, oh, this is a toilet, is full of plastic. It's just plastic everywhere. It's gonna take literally so long to bring everything back to its original state here. It's insane. It looks like a really large place. There's some people walking down there. Not really sure. Seems to be somewhat of a housing place there with lots of cars, so maybe some people might still be looking after it. And then from here you can just see all of the leftovers of the houses, but it was all torn down. Every time that I hear an animal sound or something like that, I'm like just to stop and think, oh my god, what an insane place. Also have this really old, very beautiful olive tree that looks like parts of it are maybe dying. I hear voices. There's voices from up.
And the majority of the 13,000+ people that were displaced by the fire here in Moria, they are still on Greek islands. They've been basically displaced and put across many different Greek islands. And now the current hotspot at the moment is Crete. Crete is now witnessing thousands coming across on boats from Libya. So I guess you could say Greece is truly the front line of Europe's immigration crisis at the moment. And this here, Moria, is just a really crazy image to see. I don't know, it's a disaster. And I find it really sort of, in my opinion, I find it disgusting that a place like this was put somewhere like Moria, like somewhere where there's a village of only 1,100 residents, quiet village full of people that probably just keep to themselves. And Greece is a very Christian nation. There's some beautiful churches that hopefully we'll get to check out in Moria as well. And I just think it's pretty horrible because this camp would have brought an unbelievable amount of stress onto those people and onto those residents. And I understand the other side of the argument as well, that the people that are in this camp, a lot of people will say they are fleeing war, poverty, etc.
You can see you can see a small homestead over there. It looks like it's just for self-sustaining type of farming. Can you imagine being the landowner over there? It's just
there's a farm right there.
and stuff. Just really small.
Moria would have been
across.
facing directly onto that. It's literally somebody's home and they're growing some crops on a very small plot of land. It seems to be less than about half an acre of land where they're growing some crops. So crazy. Anyway. Ooh, it is not safe to be here. I don't recommend any of you watching this to come here and see this for yourself, because to be honest, it's gut-wrenching, it's depressing, it's really not something that's enjoyable at all, and it's also just horrific to walk around. And I should have worn, actually, Naomi's wearing boots, I'm not. There's rusty nails everywhere.
People's flags.
There's rusty nails everywhere, there's broken glass, there's goat shit, there's
fecal matter, human fecal matter.
Human shit, it's really just a disgraceful situation. But let's go to Moria village, check the village out, and then we'll make our way after that towards Mytilene. It's too hot. Yeah.
Summertime, yeah.
We came to see the camp. There's nothing left.
No. Are you from here? Yeah.
It's crazy to see it. Hello.
Absolutely.
It's so sad.
What was the situation here when it was inhabited?
Yeah, bad.
We're just making a documentary about Lesvos.
Yes.
Yeah, we just came there. We're from there. We're going to walk back there now and then.
Was it okay? Did they not tar and feather you or anything?
So a lot of them have very strong opinions.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah, I can imagine. There's a language barrier as well because yeah. Right. There was two ladies just sitting in a car there, overlooking the camp, and they didn't seem too pleased about what we were doing. So Naomi asked if they could be on camera, and they immediately said, "No, we don't know who you are." And then they proceeded to call all of the villagers or the people living in Moria ignorant. I don't know why, but it seemed to be a British lady. But yeah, she very swiftly told us that the situation in Moria village was not an enjoyable one. But you never really know on which side of the fence people stand. We're trying to anyways show this completely down the middle, so like without any leaning left or leaning right or whatever. It's really just to talk about it from the angle of we want to show it, we want to put it there, open up the conversation, because we haven't seen anything about it. We've seen media coverage about it back in 2020 when the fire happened and before that, but we've never seen anything since, and it's just been completely silent. And yeah, this part here, by the way, this gate, which I'm presuming this was the actual entrance of the camp, this is kind of the creepiest part because of the piles of clothing. Yeah, it's bad. This here, it's probably too dark for the camera to pick up. It says, "Let us remember here those we lost out there, and hope one day we find a safe place that cannot burn." And here, this is baby clothing. There's a used baby diaper, baby clothing, different rags, possibly from children. So, yeah. Look at this proper old olive oil bottling factory. Doesn't get more Greek than that, does it?
What a beautiful little village these people have built here in the middle of Lesbos. It's really high trust society, of course, because of how little people there are. A lot of people are leaving the windows down of their cars. Sometimes we just walked past actually a car that was even turned on. There was nobody around, so it's a really, really high trust society because everybody knows everybody, I suppose. And also everybody knows if something happens or some people come to the village, I'm sure, because we walked through here before. That's the entire village, obviously. Probably knows that we are here in Greece. You have a very strong grandma police, which you also have in Italy. My grandmother is probably one of them as well. So yeah, usually you can see Gran is leaning out of the window and then the entire village knows what's going on. And I'm just looking at the pharmacy ahead here. It's actually said it is 45 Celsius right now. And we're just walking around like crazy people, so yeah, it's time for something to drink and maybe a little bit of shade.
Right now, making our way to the highest point of the village, Agios Dimitrios Orthodox Church, which overlooks the village of Moria, and it is the crown jewel of the village of Moria. I tell you what, it's not easy walking around in this weather. And here you have the view from the church grounds. Doesn't get much more spectacular than that, does it? The view out onto the Aegean down below us. And what a spectacular church grounds this is. You've got 360 panoramic views from the top of Moria. Over here, Moria village. Off here in the distance, Moria refugee camp. The camp itself down below. And way off here you have many different farms, olive farms, dairy farms, etc. Unfortunately, the church itself is closed. I believe it says here dedicated for the dedicated Christians of Moria that this church was built. You have a little area here where people can play basketball, and there's also icons. Actually very, very hot. Hoping it cools down a little bit. Now, in 2025, Lesvos is definitely a different situation. It's improving. The tourism numbers here in Lesvos, as you would have heard throughout this video, they were heavily affected by the immigration crisis and by what has happened from 2015 up until 2020. But since then, Lesvos is slowly starting to recover. And just check out this beautiful view here from our Airbnb. So we're actually staying with a lovely local Greek lady from Lesvos, and it's the cheapest accommodation that we've found. We're only paying less than €40 a night to be able to stay here. So in terms of cost friendliness, Lesvos is up there with one of the most affordable islands in Greece because of the situation that happened. But now in 2025, it's no longer dangerous. It's no longer the situation where you go outside and there's tents on the streets, or garbage everywhere. It's actually very much, you can feel it, it's recovering and coming back to the way it was before.
And for those 38 euros, by the way, check out this beautiful view that we have. We're actually staying in the middle of one of those olive tree farms that we have been talking about throughout this video. So it's just very peaceful, very quiet, and super, super beautiful. You have the cicadas around that you can probably hear right now. It's just such a beautiful place. And I kind of feel like Lesvos is one of those islands that is still a little bit on the undiscovered path. Undiscovered in quotation mark. There are tourists, but not that many. And there's so many very beautiful places all around this island that need to be discovered more.
Yeah, there's beaches, for example, Skala Eresos, which is on the other side of this island. There's Molivos, which is a medieval Greek village. So if you do want to discover those types of places, you want to have nice beaches and stuff like that, you can have that here in Lesvos without a doubt, and for a fraction of the price that you're going to pay in Mykonos or in Santorini or Crete or Rhodes or Zakynthos. So there's probably about 10 or 15 other islands that will always be more expensive than Lesvos.
Yeah.
So if you haven't discovered this place yet, we both would recommend you to check it out. Even though this video didn't frame it exactly in the most amazing light, but the locals here are spectacularly friendly, and this is the true sort of authentic Greek feel on this island. So
it's also not so saturated that you cannot one of our dogs is
crying.
Going
mad, yeah.
Anyway, it's
Ooh!
Patch, are you okay?
Oh no.
Our host is currently away for a weekend abroad, so I think he misses our host very much.
Other than the howling dogs, it's incredibly peaceful here.
Yes.
The weather, as you know, during the summer months in Greece is always a 10 out of 10, so check out Lesvos if you haven't already, and I really hope you've enjoyed this video. We have a good few more adventures coming your way from Greece. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Shut up, dog.